It's a pleasure to be here at the closing of the session on society and technology. But here, with the internet, we have technical change at such a fast pace, and then social change at a pace that we're trying to understand even as it's happening or accelerating. Because in one lifetime, certainly in my lifetime, we've gone from no internet to something that was a small, early adopter phenomenon for just a few years, and then exploded to be a global phenomenon, where half of humanity is trying to figure out what to do about this change, and 40 to 50% of humanity is still waiting to see it. And so that's a disruption that's extremely quick and covers, all aspects of life. The internet, by its design, was open. Everything from the internet protocol at the very base layer of network. When those early designs were made, they were very explicit about collaboration and very explicit that the system was designed so that you were likely to behave well, because if you didn't, you would damage yourself as well. It was designed by a set of people who were very focused on collaboration and on sharing and on not controlling who could participate. But of course, there were some problems with that group. It was very small and it was very homogeneous. And so it worked extraordinarily well for the first part of the system. But as more people came online, people began to have different goals. So we've joined the era where we have so much of humanity online, and all our politics are online, and all of human nature is online. We are only at the beginning of the surveillance state. We're also entering this era of addiction, where the products are really designed for engagement. Staying on the site, continuing to click, forwarding links to other people, viewing the next recommended video, those sorts of things. And that is beginning to look a lot like addiction. It's addiction that's really powered by machine learning and AI. And so those addictive behaviors can be very personally targeted towards you or towards me. And we have a projection of ourselves and how we think we are and how we think we act. We see ourselves the way we want ourselves to be. But the data will see us as we are and as we behave. We are coming into a phase where the AI systems, Facebook and Google, Amazon, they will actually understand and be able to predict our own behavior better than we do. That kind of addiction economy is also a manipulation economy of a power we haven't really seen yet. But we're only just starting to understand these things and to take action. It's an area where we need social scientists, humanists, and technologists working together. It's an area that governments can fund. Is technology, or our response to technology, changing the balance in even democratic societies? What's my empowerment or freedom or liberty or ability as a human being, as me, compared to what's the power of the state? But our responses to technology risk shifting that balance pretty dramatically. But I'm mostly optimistic because we are just beginning to understand these things. The conventional wisdom in the technology industry is that people do not care. And that conventional wisdom is starting to change now. And I'm actually a believer that consumers are smarter than many people seem to believe. It is important for technologists to be trying to build that internet, and it is important for consumers to be picking those choices when they're available. Because those choices, give signals back into the market. And breaking the conventional wisdom, consumers and regulators also have a choice. Incubators, the funding, the entrepreneurship programs that are being built, because we need a lot of experimentation and a lot of consumer interest in order to either make good policy or change the system or figure out what is the competition piece or what is the piece that's important for a democracy. But I think we can move to a real phase 3 where we still have the individual at the center with individual opportunity and the ability to participate and a safer, more humane system that's better for overall social good. Thank you.